Hi, this is Danny Doyle, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Engage 0% Growths. I'm here with someone. I don't know. Who are you?
I think I'm Robin Lept. That's what I heard last time.
Oh, thank
I talked to somebody
God.
about this.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were Hannibal Lecter. I was a little bit scared. Because I've heard that guy likes killing people.
You think Hannibal Lecter plays Fire Emblem?
I think he kills people. I don't really care if he plays Fire Emblem. I just don't want him to kill me.
I kill people too. Like, it's a treat to occasionally commit a bit of murder and tomfoolery.
What if I asked really nicely for you not to, though?
I mean, I didn't say I was going to kill you, just like in general, you know?
Interesting. You know what else is interesting? Emblem review for Emblem Soren.
So, the main thing... So, I know he can, like, assign a decoy, and that seems pretty funny. And the main thing I know is that he fucking breaks Veil.
Oh, yeah. So, the dragon bonus on Flare, I believe it is. The dragon bonus is like plus 50 crit or something stupid.
And yeah, and you crit stack on a tome for Veil.
Oh, I think it's
in her personal class.
I think it doubles your crit rate. And then if you give Veil, like, you forge her tome, she gets 50 crit and then it's doubled to 100.
Yeah.
So, and then it's like, it's basically just soul, but you always crit, and so you go Vantage Soul and fucking sweep. Vantage Holdout Soul, like, solo.
Yeah. So that's a little silly. I mean, from the things I've heard offhand, Soren seems pretty good.
Yeah, he's obviously, like, a magically focused, like... I think the big thing, before people realized, oh wait, you can get 100 crit soul on Veil, the big thing was give bolting to a high magic unit, usually Citrine, because she's slow, but Pandreo is another popular one. I personally think Pandreo is probably better at using bolting, because party animal, to boost his hit rate further, because it has 50 hit.
That makes sense. Yeah, hit rate's pretty bad.
And it's not like he has, like, that much worse magic than Citrine in a Growth's context. It's, like, gonna be a couple of points short, but probably deals more damage on average with a 50-hit thing if you're taking advantage of his personal skill and supports and stuff. I know Reflect is... So this actually looks like it could be pretty useful situationally, but the only thing I've ever seen people do with it is Excelblum used it to EXP grind at one point, which is very funny.
Yeah.
Because it's like...
that's the main thing I know about this for.
Infinite durability, as long as you can build your engage meter back up, you can just, like, target whoever. It's like an infinite durability ward staff. Which, like, there's a reason the ward staff is used in LTC to grind staff rank, because you can target whoever you want with no consequences. A lot of these ones just seem kind of dumb, like, oh, attacking a broken foe might stay broken based on your speed. Or, like, effective damage is +5.
Okay.
I would say you should be one-rounding with effective damage anyway, but actually, effective weapons are so shit in Engage, you shouldn't be using them. Especially not on someone who wants the Soren, who's like, I guess you have wind, that's effective against flyers.
Cool, so I can, like, probably... That's not even gonna, like, change the thresholds most of the time.
Yeah!
I wouldn't imagine.
Well, I realized as I said that, like, all the effective magical weapons, like, if you put Soren on someone, it's a magical unit usually. All the effective weapons mages use are way overkill, because it's, like, Hurricane Axe and, Shining Bow, or Radiant Bow. And I don't think the +5 damage is going to change whether or not you one-shot flyers with those.
Yeah. Oh, you can... It's 1,500 SP for that shit? That's a scam! Sorry, what are you doing, dog?
He charges extra for Lagoos.
It's a plus!
Oh wait, the plus version is 7 damage. Wait, Robin, how much does it cost to go from 5 to 7? I want to know.
Okay. Plus version's 3,000.
What? This is worse than Camilla's fucking 5 damage on a crit.
Oh my god.
Anima focus it just gives you like the extra debuffs that you inflict when using anima. Sure, whatever, who cares. -2 move on wind seems like it could be funny, but they can still reach you.
I feel like that's yeah, like I was literally having the same thought about like the hobble skill on Wolf Knight like 2 days ago. It's like, okay, cool, I debuffed their movement, and even if I canter away, they're still going to reach me.
Yeah. And presumably it doesn't stack, because Engage doesn't like stacking buffs and debuffs, unless it's poison specifically. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is, like, obviously the Veil stuff, and, like, bolting is really good. I don't think Reflect or Rexcalibur are, like, particularly... I can see situationally Reflect coming up, and I'm not talking about, like, the EXP abuse. I mean, like, you know, counter magic might come up, but there's a reason it's one of the worst skills in Fates. I think this is the big juicy. So this AI manipulation, as anyone who's, like, dabbled in the higher difficulties of Fire Emblem probably knows, is very powerful. Sometimes it's like exploiting the AI, but sometimes it's things baked into the game, like summons in FE8, or this, where you can just say, hey, the first 3 enemies to move will target this person. This is how Louis can still win. This is how Yunaka can still win, because it ignores AI restrictions. So you can force people to attack someone they would deal 0 damage to or have 0 hit on, which is kind of cool. The fact you can't see the enemy ordering is a little bit unfortunate. You can't know, like, oh, am I assigning this person to get attacked by someone who would, like, they don't want to be attacked by or not? But I do think that there's, like, a lot of cool stuff you can do with the Sign Decoy. If you are willing to... you know, use Soren's turn, because it is like a you spend your turn doing it. Which your mileage may vary. Like, bolting might be better. Cataclysm might be better. I don't know.
What's Cataclysm do? Wait, what is Cataclysm again? Can you hover over it?
Yeah, it's an AoE attack.
Used to attack foes in the area. Is that like 40% for each?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like how Astrostorm does like 30% each hit. Because it's an AoE ranged attack. I forget the range of it, but it's like kind of a siege-ish weapon. I guess notable, like, magic plus res is a fucking non-bow with buying 2 stats together. Like, oh, now I am a mage who can kill mages. Oh, wait.
Mage killer!
It makes sense they'd be sold together. Like, they're both, you know, sage skills, or stats, but, yeah. Knife proficiency. Like, Tellius reference, pointy and laugh.
The fact that it's listed before stabs means that it's canon that Soren picks knives.
Yeah. No, it's true. That's why in Radiant Dawn, if you transfer your save file, he has knives instead of staves.
Yes, that's actually 100% true. Don't fact check us.
Yeah.
Trust us.
Do you have anything to say about Soren before we go?
I mean, he's a great unit in Path of Radiance, as everyone knows.
We'll move on. So, off camera, I blitzed my way through Phoenix mode enabled Fel Xenologue, which, by the way, let me make sure I actually changed it out of Phoenix mode again. But I blitzed my way through Phoenix mode enabled Fel Xenologue in order to unlock the DLC units. However, as I think I've mentioned on stream, I don't want to deploy them until after you get Ivy, Kagetsu, and Zelkov, because that's when the game first starts handing you pre-promotes, and I feel like that's a balanced time to get them. But if we were to talk about all 5 of them on the map, we get Ivy, Kagetsu, and Zelkov. That would be 2 emblem reviews and 8 unit reviews on the same map. And that feels excessive. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to talk about Celestia this map. We'll talk about Gregory and Bluey next map. And then we'll talk about Nell and Nil at the start of Chapter 11. And, you know, then we get Ivy Crew and the 2 rings midway through. But yeah, full disclosure, these unit reviews are going to be less in-depth than the other ones. I've never used any of these characters outside of the Sabotage stream, which I don't think is a good reference because not only are they all in weird classes, but it's fucking Phoenix mode, which is not a part of the game. So, like, I'm not like, oh, let me calculate Celestia's bulk threshold. I'm just like, yeah, I can throw Celestia in this group of 17 enemies. She'll live. Robin, have you used the DLC characters at all?
Well, considering I haven't used the DLC, no.
I didn't think so, but, like, I figured, you know, just in case, you know, you might have, like, played at a friend's house or something. So we're both kind of flying off of just what we... Like, you know, I think we're both fairly competent Fire Emblem players, and so while take everything with a grain of salt, because I do think that having some amount of personal experience benefits analysis. I don't think it is the only thing, you know, in fact, only using personal experience leads to she was good in my run. And I think that we can both sort of assess to a degree how these units perform from looking at them and from what we know about the game that we've played through, while also bearing in mind that our assessments are almost certainly going to be missing that personal touch, I guess it would be.
Yeah. So, first off with Celestia, she does have a unique class. Her sword flyer is not exactly unique, but she does share the trait with Hortensia and Ivy of being a tome user on a flyer or on a flying mount, which is pretty epic. She's got a very balanced like hybrid build going on, but like you probably just want to stick to magic anyways.
Yeah,
especially because she could just use 11 sword. Although, if you're keeping her in Melusine, I know the class skill for Melusine kind of screws over 11 sword a lot of the time.
Yeah, it like hybridizes sword damage, right?
Yeah, it's like when attacking with a sword, damage is calculated using the average of the foe's defense and res.
Ooh.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess if you're using a physical sword against a general, that helps you?
Yeah, I mentioned earlier that effective weapons kind of suck in this, and I have noticed from using her in Phoenix mode that she seems to use Armor Slayer particularly well, and I guess, like, if you're dealing effective damage and attacking a general's res, that would make sense, but I think fucking over 11 sword is, like, very unfortunate. Because one of the big things about Celine is, yeah, you know, she doesn't have the best strength in the world, but she has enough to use physical swords, and the 11 sword off of her magic is really nice. Celestia has good strength, but the 11 sword off of her magic is bad.
Yeah.
I wish it was, I've played some ROM hacks that have similar things where it's like a hybrid unit can use swords and spells, and if they ever have something that interferes with the damage formula for swords, it usually says when attacking with the sword at 1 range. And I wish that was the case because I imagine, this might be a coding limitation, but I have to imagine it was specifically put in place to stop it from screwing over magical swords, because you can always use 2 range with those, whereas you can't do that with physical swords. But, it's unfortunate.
Yeah. I'm trying to compare her stats to Ivy right now, since I think that's the closest comparison.
Yeah, I tend to prefer Ivy, not because of the stats, but because staff access is really nice, even if it is just B. Like, I'd prefer staff over swords, even if the levered sword weren't fucked over.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. So at 17.3, Ivy has 20 magic. So that's a bit better. She has way worse speed, but Lin emblem.
Yeah. Well, only one person can use the Lin though.
Oh yeah, but you know what I mean. It's like speed is very fixable.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like they're pretty similar stats wise. It's the main difference is Celestia's got sword access and Ivy has stabs. But
they both even have the Achilles heel of bad luck. So like they really
that's
are.
True.
I guess technically Celestia joins earlier, which is like an advantage. She could have joined at the end of chapter 7, which like is the availability lead, but I don't think she ends up with a stat lead just because of how bad the EXP formula is for someone this overleveled.
Yeah. Vader moment.
Celestia has an actual PRF, which like Ivy doesn't.
What she does?
Oh, I meant personal skill, not personal weapon. Oh, I should have clarified.
Okay. Oh, yeah. No, that personal skill definitely seems like it could come in handy.
Yeah, 20 hit to all allies in 2 spaces after you kill a foe. Hit is not the hardest thing to fix and engage, but generally if a unit doesn't have a hit fixing personal, they need some assistance, whether that be from supports or from hit engraves or anything like that. And like 20 hit is a lot. 20 hit is that, how much is that compared to actually share spoils? It's more than share spoils, Jesus Christ. It ties fair fight, right? It's better than fair fight? Jesus Christ! And this applies to 4 units. I mean, obviously you have to get a kill. No, it's not 4 units, it's within 2. Oh my god. Wait, this is getting better and better the more I look at it. Like, obviously you need to get a kill, but 20 hit to allies within 2 spaces? Like, you're probably not getting all of the possible allies there, but 3 or 4? That's huge! I don't know, I'm hit-pilled. Didn't mean to cut you off and ramble there. I just
no, you're good.
I got a friendly boost and I had to take advantage of it.
Yeah. I mean, she's a flyer with good stats and a good personal. I definitely think she's going to be seeing some use. Can't say how much, but
if for no other reason, she's good because Ivy is good and she can do the combat stuff that Ivy does, even if she can't staff. Like, Ivy...
Yeah.
Ivy being able to staff is an upside that I, like, don't want to over... or understate, because it is... when she's not doing combat, she can just be a staffer. Which your other mages, if they went Mage Knight, aren't able to do. But... I guess... I briefly mentioned availability. Celestia can inherit the first 6 emblem skills, which Ivy cannot until much, much later in the campaign. So like Celestia can have Canter and Momentum, which Ivy can't. Which I think does make her combat like meaningfully better. More than fucking swords does. Robin, do you think it's worth it to spend 2 second seals to delete her class skill? You laugh!
You just keep doing that? You just keep doing that?
There's an LTC. There's a 0% LTC where the person doing it, I forget their name. If I can find it, I'll link it below. But they were so sick of the narrative that Hortensia's personal skill is the best personal skill in the game. Or not personal skill, World Tree. Not her personal skill. Her personal skill is good. It's World Tree. They were so sick of the narrative around World Tree being like the best skill in the game and how it's essential for LTC that they spent 4,000 gold to reset her level so she would never have World Tree and still manage to hit the turn floor. Because they were like, fuck that. So
that's really good.
That's the hater energy I love.
I don't think it's necessarily worthwhile in this case. I mean, I guess if you really got the money to spend, sure.
What if we just rig the well to get second seals?
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, I think we're ready to go.
Where are we going?
The snow's really swirling now.
We're going to
Yo,
find
is that
Jade.
Jade Fire Emblem?
Wife alert. You've heard of life alert for old people. Now it's wife alert for gay people.
Holy shit.
So, this is a strategy that I did in my first playthrough. Not Micaiah, but just warping Alear to get Jade. I did this in my first playthrough, and I've never gone back. And I like it still. That strategy, I had to recruit Jade on turn 2, but, you know, we'll do it on turn 1 here.
Yeah. We gotta recruit the Armor Knight as efficiently as possible.
Yeah, this is an LCC playthrough after all. Just watch Soren and Camilla maps.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to talk about Jade?
So the most recent time I played the game, I was at when I did this map, I was at a friend's house, and she hasn't played Engage. She was just kind of watching me play along.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, for this playthrough, I was intending to like, you know, get everybody ready to go, so I could like fuck about with the Tempest trials and whatnot, and after I beat the game.
Yeah.
As I was making my way over to Jade, she died from exact damage to a crit, and I was like, yeah, I don't really think it's worth it to reset for her.
Many such cases, but have you considered that Jade in the Sage outfit has incredibly good abs?
I haven't seen it, but I know that's why you submitted Sage Jade for Jacob's PMU.
Jade is for the lesbians, is all I'm saying.
I respect it.
So Jade is like, what if we gave you Louis, but in exchange for slightly less defense, we gave you a little bit of res, and a skill that boosts your res, but your res is still not good enough to not get fucking one-rounded by mages. What if we did that, and then we decided to give it to you at the first chapter where Louis' performance starts falling off? What if we did that? Wouldn't that be funny? That would be a funny joke.
Yeah. Yeah. I have like no experience with Jade. She is like a reputation for being like the most sauceless unit in the game, and it's kind of tragic.
My first playthrough of Engage, I reclassed her to an Axe Pegasus because I was like, oh, res, yeah, personal res. Because she gets a lot of her bulk from her class. Not all of it, but a lot of her bulk comes from the armor class. So I sent her Pegasus Knight, and that was when I learned, or rather I learned a long time later when I was like, wow, she's not leveling very well at all, that this does not work based on how you would expect it does. Since second sealing resets your level, I just assumed it was awakening logic. But it's actually Fate's logic, but like not really, because it resets your level, but it keeps your IL the same. So you always want to promote before reclassing, because promoting doesn't reduce your experience gain. So if you reclass, you just have to wait 10 levels before you get a promoted class, and you're getting the same experience as if you were promoted anyway. So that's how I fucked over Jade in my first playthrough. Second playthrough, she died to a crit. Third playthrough, she died to suiciding into a mage. Nice gimmick, by the way. And fourth playthrough, she died because I ordered her to bait Ivy over to me because I was sick of her bullshit. And then fifth playthrough, and subsequent playthroughs, I mostly benched her until someone paid me to make her a sage, and now I'm in love. But she's bad. She's bad. Like, she's in contention for the worst unit in the game. I think that she's better than Bunei because what I like doing with her is in the upcoming chapter, chapter 10, it's actually linked to chapter 11. You have to bring the same units to both maps. And chapter 11 is an escape map, where there's like scary enemies, including a fucking, like hit you with the freeze staff twice person. So I like bringing a couple of units who are like good enough filler for chapter 10, but are also not so good that I wouldn't miss them in like if they die in chapter 11. So Jade is a very good candidate for that. I think Diamant is a very good candidate for that if you're not investing in him. Like, if you're using him, obviously, don't leave a unit you're training to sacrifice. But, like, I think Diamant's good as that. Alchrist, if you're planning on using Fagato instead of Alchrist, is a very good candidate for that. Because her combat at base, it's not good. Like, it's the worse than those units that I named. But it's enough to justify bringing her into Chapter 10. She does pretty good on the right side of 10. And then just, like, leave her behind to get frozen and fucking killed. I've done that to Yunaka before. I've done that to Lapis before.
Yunaka, no.
I've lost so many
Lapis,
subscribers,
no.
by the way. But yeah, it's just like if there's a unit who's like got decent but not great combat at base who you don't plan on using long term, doing that with them in the chapter 10, 11 Gambit is not the worst thing in the world. And hey, Jade is a bad enough unit that you're probably not planning on using her long term.
Unless you're a lesbian.
Yeah, Jade is for the lesbians.
Understood.
I did while you were talking. I did look up the short that you posted with Jade's abs, and holy shit!
Right?
Yeah, like damn, girl.
So we will thunder you.
I can't believe the wokes are making women muscular again.
Somehow, this is the woke's fault. Oh my god, wait. Is she gonna fucking... If I do this, she dies, doesn't she? Yeah.
I'll protect you.
Unless... So I could do this, right? But then the problem is, I think Alchrist dies here if I do that.
15 defense.
Oh, okay. I think what I can do is...
Dark Inferno.
This is so tragic. Oh, I remember what I wanted to do. Wait, okay, so we'll turn Crystal.
Turn Crystal on turn 1. It's a waste of a crystal.
Well, because what I actually want to do is this. Amber comes here, and we have Hammer.
He does what here?
He hammers. Amber hammers here.
Oh, okay. I see.
That settles it.
That settles it.
I love this
And then
song.
Amber goes here. And then you...
Me?
Terramy Storm this fucker. Because now that we don't have Dire Thunder, the diarrhea is just, like, better.
Please forgive me.
Diarrhea Thunder.
Diarrhea of a Thunder Kid.
Yo.
And then I
When is the-
believe we...
When is Greg Heffley getting added to Fire Emblem?
Who?
The main character of Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
I've never seen that movie.
The books. They're
I've
books, you
never seen
buffoon.
that book.
You just mentioned it by name.
Yeah, I mention a lot of things by name. I don't see them all.
Do you see Jade? Do you see Jade's abs?
Yeah, I see Jade. Do you see Fire
That's
Emblem?
corrupted, Danny.
Yeah, that was not
I don't know
saying
what I'm
that's
seeing
what
anymore.
I see.
Your orders, please. Yes.
Yes, it was. You're saying you see Jade.
Yeah, I see her. I'm looking at her off the side of my eye. Like, what do you want from me? I don't know.
Let's hear it.
I don't know. I
You're-
don't know
you're a
either.
silly goose. Book of Worlds.
Book of Worlds. I'm
Have
so
you
glad.
considered the world is booked?
As your steward.
I was like got a really busy schedule.
I fear this will not.
So, we have a couple of... I could very easily just like... Oh, wait, I hit skip by accident. You get the general idea. The general idea?
I think you mean the axe armor idea.
This is Jade. What the fuck happened? Okay. So... Oh, right, Rider's Bane. This isn't like Fates. Damn, this is cringe. Okay. So, if we Dark Inferno, that hits these two. What if we... If we Raging Storm... Wow, this guy only deals 9 damage to Vander. So much for the Tolerant left. God, he's so fucking goated. I'm glad we can finally just fully unleash Vander.
This is the Vander emblem.
This is the Vander emblem.
Did you know Vander is the real fire emblem? The emblems were lying to Alir.
Can I do a Dark Inferno that hits... I can't reach the peg. This is so tragic. I think we steel bow this guy. Nice Luna,
Thank you for
Alcris.
fucking Luna.
We love to see it. Let's go covert.
He's going ghost.
And I think you go here and... Yeah, that seems good. Repulse a race.
Represai.
French.
Just like
Just
a
like
hero.
Fire Emblem Heroes.
Uninstalling. Banning. Blocking. Reporting.
You're uninstalling Fire Emblem Heroes and banning it from your blocks list?
All of the above, yes.
God, Jade, you're so disappointing. Okay, can we kill this peg too? Yeah. But the question is, do you die to the Spear Fighter? No! Okay, so we Tyranny Storm. Tamira Storm. And then we
Tamara
go
Storm.
here and Silver Lance. And now we can do some epic. This is gonna be an epic Jade strategy. You ready for this shit?
All right, let's see what you got. Let's see. Are you? Okay, never mind. I thought you were about to do a rewarp just to move Jade over. Like, okay, giving her an item, that's fair.
Well, it's not just for giving Jade an item. But I'm also going to heal Jade, Fire Emblem, and I'm providing
wow.
Divinely Inspiring, so now she can kill this guy with the Steel Axe.
Assuming she hits.
She'll hit. $69, it's for the lesbians. Fuck!
Damn.
Jade,
It's
you
'cause
betrayed
Jade
the
doesn't
lesbian
have-
cause.
It's because Jade doesn't have her abs out. That's
Doesn't
where her
have
power
what?
comes from. Her abs out.
Yeah. That's
That's where
actually
her power
true.
comes from.
My uncle who works at the Fire Emblem 4 factory told me so.
Oh my god.
Yes?
I don't think you saw this, but it got posted twice in your server today. Let me see if I can find this.
Yeah, I don't read my server that much. I'll be straight up. I used to, but I kind of just like... It's social media, and I'm trying to not social media eyes.
I understand. Where the fuck is
Oh,
it?
this is actually so unfortunate. John gets doubled. Speed threshold's 4, right? Or is it 5?
It's 5.
Oh, Jean does not get doubled.
He's the goat.
We book our world.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Rumor. Insiders have reported to outlets such as Game Rant that the supposed Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War remake that had been rumored for several years was scrapped in favor of a remaster of Fire Emblem Three Houses as the developers felt discourse was dying down.
Oh, that's incredible. I love that. It's obviously a like a. What
That's a joke.
It just skipped. I didn't hit anything. Oh, do I have skip? Do I have skip action on?
Did you do a silly in the settings?
Where's the settings?
Action skip.
Where?
Scroll up.
You know what? Don't say I never did nothing for you. Don't say I never did nothing for you. We're watching this. We get to see everything that happens. Holy stands! So one of our mutual friends, Casual Jacob, subscribe, is doing an engaged PMU, and at the moment people are submitting their suggestions. And somebody suggested one that you told me about that involves Holy Stands. Do you want to explain it? It's epic.
Yeah, it's really funny. So the way we have I'm helping with organizing things, and the way it's set up is, you choose your unit, you choose which class they're gonna be.
Jade got crit.
Jade is a fucking crit magnet, I swear to God. But yeah, you choose your unit, you choose the class you want to be in. You choose you choose up to 2 skills as long as they don't exceed 3000 SP. And you choose 3 rings you would like for them in descending order of preference, because like we're having them be chosen randomly, like which submissions get picked.
Yeah.
And we can't guarantee what everyone gets.
Well, you should guarantee mine, right? You can guarantee mine, right? Like as a favor?
No.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, we could, but no. Anyways, so
I can guarantee that I'll poop on your carpet if you don't.
You will if I do.
Fuck! I've been owned by the libs!
Yeah? Anyways, so there's only one submission for Veil so far, and it's Fellchild, a squishy class with a bunch of bulk boosting emblems, HP plus 12, and Holy Stance plus plus. So she just takes a huge hit and counters the corrupted at the end of the game.
It's gonna be very funny.
Really?
Because like every map, basically every map from her join time onwards has corrupted,
There's like
right?
nothing but yeah, it's like besides the bosses, like I'm pretty sure every enemy is corrupted.
This is the bolting experience. This is why I say to put it on Pandreo instead.
Yeah, you should have put it on Pandreo. I don't know what you were thinking.
Whoa, you can't talk about Oblivion. BDS is currently boycotting the Microsoft Corporation. Please don't promote the Oblivion remaster, Zelkov. You fucking twerp. That guy, he's a fucking scab is what he is. We could fucking repulse race again. Repulsory? Is that what it's called? That's what it's called, repulsory. So Kagetsu's gonna summon a bunch of fucking wyverns. Can we kill him? God damn it, we cannot. This is so sad. Jade, I believe in you. If you get crit again, I'm gonna be mad. Damn, she gets the crit.
There we go.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, are you gay?
I guess we'll great sacrifice.
This means survival.
Yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Bum-ba-ba-bum. Bum-ba-da-bum. Ba-ba-ba-bum. So, fun fact about Jade.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that if you put her in Sage, she has really good abs?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I did hear about that. And I think
Vander said
actually
yes.
just a few
Vander
minutes ago.
knows. Vander said yes.
Awesome.
I was asking Vander, not you, by the way.
Oh, okay. I don't think Vander can hear you, considering he's a fictional character on a TV screen.
Shh, don't say that. He doesn't know. Nobody told
Watch
me.
out! Watch out! Kagetsu's gonna summon the guys.
All right.
He did summon the guys. The corrupted.
Yeah.
Alright. Amber.
I was gonna say something silly a moment ago, and then you distracted me by talking about Jade's abs.
Many such cases. This might not work how I want it to, but we'll see, I guess. I just killed the corrupted.
Awesome.
Awesome possum?
No, there's no possums here.
Shit! That's not fair! I love the awesome possum!
What are we gonna do without your awesome possum? Honestly.
Kill Kagetsu.
Hit the 39.
She
Come on,
hit a
Citrine.
55. Fuck.
Should have used Pandreo.
Yeah, that's my fault. I think we refill. Do we refill Micaiah? I actually don't think we want to refill Micaiah. Okay, I think we go Vander here, equip the Silver Axe. And we give a Divine Blessing to Vander.
We'll be together forever.
Oh, they'll be together forever. Oh wait,
Aw,
oh
that's
yeah,
sweet.
I should have equipped the Tail Smash. Because we go items, Tail Smash, equip, Divine Blessing to Vander.
For all our sake.
Oh, we said a different quote. Shit, the RNG's re-rolled. Now Vander's gonna get a worse level up.
True. What was I? What the fuck
Robin.
was I going to say?
I'm sorry that I paid more attention to Vander than you. It was very
Will
unkind.
is firm.
Aw, it's okay, Danny. I forgive you.
Thanks. And that's called character growth.
Yeah.
As in your character grew
Yeah.
because you were willing to forgive me, even though I did nothing wrong.
Maybe we didn't see an instance of character growth here.
Well, yeah, that's because it's called 0% growth.
Is this just like a war against the idea of growing as a person entirely? Is that what this run is?
No, it's a war against Sombron. And the idea of Sombron.
The woke dragon.
He's not woke. He's sleeping. Oh wait, no, Alir's the sleeping dragon. Wait, so then Sombron must be the woke dragon.
Holy fuck.
We could fire breath. Oh, can I get? Ooh, okay. We can breathe some fire. We can breathe some fire onto Kagetsu. It could be epic. Would you want to breathe fire on Kagetsu?
Not particularly. I don't think he would enjoy that.
What if he asked
like-
you to, though?
I cannot.
I mean, I don't think I could breathe fire.
You're not Fire Breather Dick? From Pokemon
No,
Crystal? Or, sorry. Wait, no, it's not Crystal. It's only the good versions have it.
Do you not like Pokemon Crystal?
Well, it doesn't have Fire Breather Dick, so... it's
I mean, that's a fair
inherently
point.
worse.
Yeah.
What if we poison this guy with the Poison Gambit?
Oh, true. So now Jean can contribute. The
Wait,
Book
why
of
was-
Worlds.
Book of Worlds! I forgot that Book of Worlds cares about the Poison Gambit.
Well, no, I also meant just like now that he's poisoned, Jean does true damage
With Book of Worlds?
with his fists, and then also apply Book of Worlds.
Fucking epic.
Dun,
Oh my god. Fucking... the stupid... this kills her. Because she takes 10 damage. Twice. Oh, this guy deals 16. Never mind. Yeah, I was wrong. Oh, wait, this guy's a Hurricane Axe. But she would... Yeah, okay, she's fine,
So
actually. Wait, she's actually fine.
Awesome. It is interesting, like, they do distribute, like, a lot of different weapons amongst the enemies in this game. Which, like, I don't necessarily think is a bad thing, but it can be kind of annoying to keep track of, because, like, randomly there's one or two enemies in the group that just perform very differently against you.
Yeah. It can be a little bit counterintuitive. I would agree with that.
Yeah. You know what else is kind of counterintuitive? The fact that Jean Fire Emblem isn't killing everything.
I think that's very intuitive, because I think only weaklings kill. I learned that from Spider-Man.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's deep.
God fucking damn it. Okay.
Perfect.
I was just making sure.
Da-na-na.
Good thing we have Canter, because Alcurst would get broken by the fist guy if we didn't Canter out of range like this. There we go. Good job, Vander. You're Vanding out. Vanding out.
He's gonna Vand all over these guys.
Honestly,
It's just
I'm
whatever.
just like, I feel like this is just demonstrating how fucking good Amber is.
Yeah, Amber's been kind of really cooking this playthrough.
That's Bonet. You confused them. I understand why you
No,
would get
no,
confused,
no.
because he's a great knight.
No, Bonet hasn't been cooking. He hasn't joined the party yet. Unlike Pandreo, who he should have deployed.
I just wanted to make the game harder. I'm
I
doing
guess I can respect.
Pandreo percent. This is a Pandreo percent challenge.
Your loss.
Oh, so the run's going to end as soon as Pandreo joins?
No, everyone levels up and turns into Pandreo. You know, in 0%,
Oh, interesting.
and 0% people level up and they gain 0 stats. But in Pandreo percent, they level up and become Pandreo.
All flowers eventually will.
Da-na-na.
Do you believe
All
me
flowers eventually.
about Pandreo
Okay, I believe
percent?
you.
Do you believe me?
I mean, I don't think I do.
Well, that's because I was lying.
Yeah, I had a feeling you do have a tendency to make things up on the internet.
Wow! 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 Okay! Okay! If we're gonna go there, I guess? Wow! 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 Wowie zowie,
Wow.
in fact.
Yowie zowie!
God fucking damn it, Citrine. You suck so much. You don't even know how much you suck.
Why you be so mean to her?
Because she missed 39. John would have hit a 39. We should give John Soren.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we are having Jean kill the final boss. It'll be really epic and silly.
I mean, like, somebody's already killed the final boss with Jean in not 0%, but base level Jean. So, like, do we really want to do that? I feel like we could be original and do Boucheron instead. Martial Master Boucheron.
You saved me.
Like, that would be pretty epic. Epic 110%.
What if we kill the final boss with Royal Knight Boucheron?
What if I equipped the Rider's Bane? And...
I mean, I think that would be beneficial for this current situation, but that doesn't really affect the final boss at all.
Fuck!
What is that monk drop?
It's a steel art.
Ah.
I, like, kind of low-key want it, so we'll do this.
Ooh.
It also turns off all of the chain guards, which is, like, the actual important part, because it kills both chain guarders. But, like, worst case scenario, it's gold, right?
Yeah. Pro tip, if you ever want to use a martial monk for any combat, just forge up a steel art or a flashing fist art.
My father's orders were.
Like the max forge steel art has the same amount of might as the base divine fist art.
Wait, really?
And it's yes. I learned this the hard way.
What's the hard way?
By actually spending all the fucking money to get the divine fist art, looking at its stats, and then going, oh wait a minute, I could have just forged a steel art.
We might be a little bit cooked, actually.
Steel hand art. Oh, that's not it. I'm pulling up the stats right now.
Okay, I'm overriding.
Yeah, so
I might have fucked up a little bit.
at max forge, the steel hand art has 11 might, 80 hit, 3 weight, and 10 crit. At base level, the divine fist art has 11 might, 75 hit, 12 weight, and 10 crit. And it's extremely expensive to forge it, and the weight never goes down.
Oh no, I think we got this. Yeah. Never mind. Okay. All that panic for nothing.
Panic at the Disco? Let's go gambling!
This is just for experience.
Yeah.
Cause, like, might as well.
And also for the funnies.
Fabrication
Yo.
Swordmaster. Is it just me, or does he look like he's wearing, like, a cat masquerade mask?
Kinda, I guess. Excuse me.
I excuse you. Damn, she must retreat. That's so sad. That's so sad for
it
her.
is pretty... The way she's sitting on her wyvern is pretty slay, but I feel like it's a very good way to fall off of your wyvern.
Yes. There's a reason. So I did horseback riding in college, and don't do that.
Oh.
Like, do horse ride. Don't sit like her. You would fall and die, because once you fell, I would shoot you in the head.
You've won.
With
Danny, I feel like that's just kind of needless.
water gun. With a water gun. YouTube terms and services before you say anything. A water gun. And it just so happens you're the Wicked Witch West, and so the water kills you. Not my fault. Subscribe.
Well, so much for the tolerant left.
I'm actually the tolerant Alir.